And so the road to WrestleMania reaches its final destination here in 2009, SmackDown vs. Raw. What's good, Internet? My name is Attack Slug. It is 2 days until the grandest stage of them all and the final episode of this particular 5 p.m. video series. But first, we have a Tornado Tag Team Tables match against Kane and the Deadman. Now, is this for the tag team titles? It is a fine Sunday here on the program, and a handful of things to discuss here in our wrestling news section, as we do each and every day at 5 p.m. on the show. So those of you who perhaps were hoping that after Rey Mysterio does his show here for New Japan, I think next weekend, I believe the 24th, 25th, something like that, where he supposedly, hopefully, fingers crossed, will fight Liger. After his surprise appearance at the Rumble, there was a lot of talk and speculation about another run, another return for WWE. But given the news yesterday, that might not be in the cards, because Aro Lucha, remember them? A lot of the ex-TNA staff, production staff and whatnot, formed their own little thing called Aro Lucha, did a handful of tapings here and there in Nashville, have now launched a crowdfunding investment campaign for Aro Lucha, trying to raise, I guess, $1 million, something like that. And one of their new talents and one of their co-founders is now Rey Mysterio. So don't anticipate him returning to WWE anytime soon, all things considered. And now, obviously, it is for the tag team. It is for those tag team titles. Now, obviously, this whole thing could completely backfire and flop on them and leave Rey looking to get back to WWE. But as of right now, he is listed as a co-founder and a performer for this Aro Lucha deal. So that whole thing is weird to me. Like that whole, we're going to crowdfund a wrestling show, and hey, give us $100 to invest in our wrestling show is like, alright. Oh no! Batista turning on Mysterio early on in this matchup by accident. Completely by accident. That's gotta be Kane. I thought it was always a little dubious with Fig for video games, where it's like, alright, give us X amount of money, and if the game does well, then you make money because you invested in the game, and whatever else, because you couldn't find a publisher or something. I'm not sure that business model will necessarily work well when it comes to a wrestling program. Especially considering that, you know, you're going to be a shareholder, but you're not going to get any feedback. Like, you're not going to get any, hey, we think this is how it's going to go, because you don't really want wrestling fans booking your show, to be honest. That's kind of a weird bit of things. Much like you really don't want video game fans trying to influence how you actually make your video game, for the most part. In general, because they don't understand things like a budget. They don't understand things like feature creep and a time frame and that kind of thing. Like, there are a lot of things that go into both making a video game and running a successful wrestling program that perhaps the average fan and, you know, casual investor is not gonna figure out, in my opinion, anyway. So, Deadman. No, you can both get hit with this freaking table, baby. Oh, Deadman, what's that? What's that? You want to get a Batista bomb? What? I hit the button for Batista bomb. What? Turn around. Turn around. Turn around, turn around, turn around. And hit that. There it goes. Finally. Batista bomb. On the outside to the Phenom. Run away. Okay, so that is the deal going on with Mysterio and Aro Lucha. And also, don't move my camera angle, you bum. Seriously. Leave my camera angle alone. I'm trying to be consistent here in this business, but who knows. In any event, yes, that's what's the deal that happened. I guess they announced that thing yesterday. And if you want to go invest, I'm not going to stop you, but I'm going to say probably don't. It sounds about as appealing as the whole thing with Jeff Jarrett and his whole thing with his gold selling scenario. So yeah, probably don't do that. Mysterio, you ruined it. You ruined it. Not cool, Mysterio. That was there for a reason, to put Taker through a table. Why do I keep facing Kane for no reason? For no reason, I keep facing Kane. It's kind of getting on my nerves, to be honest. Also, 619 to Kane, as I hopefully beat up Taker here with a white noise, sort of. So I'm gonna store. I was just gonna pick that up. Oh, great, he sat up. Great. You guys are just really just. This is all an ultimate tornado cluster here. It is really bad because I can't get anything done like I want to get it done, which is really annoying. No, what do you... Yes, Mysterio. Put him through a table. What are you doing? You have the opportunity. You had it. Ray, you had it. I need to get Kane on the ground here. On the ground. Set up another table in another corner. And then... Wait, what happened? No, Kane. Hey, not Mysterio, you idiot. Kane. Really? Dead man. Hey. Take your boy. Okay, now, why? Table finisher. Finally. Batista bomb through the table. And we're done here. It only took one this time.
What a match. What a way to lead into WrestleMania.
I give up, Cole. I give up hoping these two would self-destruct. My only hope now is that they tear each other apart at WrestleMania.
We'll find out in just 2 days, ladies and gentlemen.
And still, your tag team champions. That's right. Welcome to WrestleMania. Once again, and again, on a loop here.
This is it, ladies and gentlemen, the showcase of the Immortals, WrestleMania. I'm Michael Cole, joined at ringside by my counterpart, the illustrious Jonathan Coachman.
I didn't sleep a wink last night, Michael. I'm too darn excited. After weeks of trials and tribulations for our WWE Tag Team Champions, tonight they have their biggest test. Rey Mysterio and the Animal Batista go one-on-one for the World Heavyweight Championship.
This is easily the most anticipated match in recent memory, partner. Let's look at how the match came about. The fates determined Rey Mysterio and Batista would reunite as a team and eventually regain the WWE Tag Team titles. After one earned a title match by winning the Royal Rumble, Edge tried to drive a wedge between the two. His plans backfired, though, as Batista took his World Heavyweight Championship and no way out. Stephanie McMahon herself threw near impossible odds with this team, but they survived. And tonight, they face their toughest challenge yet, a one-on-one match against each other for the World Heavyweight Championship.
Hooray!
¿Qué onda? Are you ready for this?
You know it, partner. I mean, it's WrestleMania. World title match. This is every superstar's dream.
Yeah, it's my dream too. You know I'm gonna bring everything I got.
I'd expect nothing less, brother. And you know this animal's gonna come unleashed.
Stop saying that.
May the best man
So
win,
corny.
Batista.
May the best
Ah,
man
yeah,
win,
here we
brother.
go. Respect.
See you in the ring.
This little love fest you two have been on makes me want to puke. I don't care which one of you takes the belt home tonight. As far as I'm concerned, you're just keeping it warm until I take back what's rightfully mine.
So is Edge going to interfere in some way in this matchup? Wait, why is there also The Miz here? What?
A WrestleMania without a WWE Tag Team Championship match is just plain ludicrous. Morris and I aren't done with you two yet. We want those titles back so we can bring the A-list back to the tag team division. Watch your backs.
Are they also going to interfere in WrestleMania? Like, what? Okay, it should be an interesting WrestleMania. Singles match. World Heavyweight Championship. He walks alone, folks. He walks alone. Anyway, elsewhere in our very brief news section here, they apparently ran some kind of an injury angle at the house show at Madison Square Garden for one AJ Styles. Had a lot of folks concerned that he was going to actually be hurt before WrestleMania. And there's definitely been some rumors that, oh, well, maybe he actually has a little minor thing that needs to be rested on or something, because he was not on the show the day after or something like that. So there's some concern there about a potential injury for the face who runs the place, the champ who runs the camp, etc., etc. So that is definitely concerning. Definitely concerning when it comes to your WrestleMania main event, which essentially, look, it's like these guys run so many shows every week that injuries are kind of inevitable. So you would think this time of year they would have them get a little bit of a lighter schedule. Would be smart. But also, it's wrestling, so it could also be a work. Like, it could also be like, all right, we did this thing at a house show to further a thing on TV, which is not unheard of, considering that AJ won the U.S. title at a house show at MSG last year. So that would not be surprising, I don't think. It would not be unheard of, basically. It's unusual, but it would not be unheard of. So, who knows? Who knows? Also, I'm surprised that even for the game here, you would give Mysterio special gear for WrestleMania, because it's WrestleMania, you know? I don't know. Anyway, Tag Team Champion, Rey Mysterio. Star of Oro Lucha, Rey Mysterio. But speaking of Mania, and potential matchups that apparently might not be happening now, heard a rumor that plans have changed, and they are no longer planning on Dolph Ziggler and Shane McMahon for Dolph's first singles match at a Mania. So, first of all, my stance has always been Shane does not need a Mania match. Like, it was one thing for Taker, Hell in a Cell, okay, fine. He didn't need to have one last year against AJ, and he definitely does not need to have one this year. We don't need 2 match spots. We don't need multiple McMahon matches at WrestleMania. That does not need to be a thing. I'm sorry. It's just ridiculous. So, if that ends up being the case, I have to wonder, did Dolph's contract that he re-signed somewhat recently, did that stipulate that he had to have a singles match at Mania? Is that a thing that he wanted and got put in his contract? That's the question. Because otherwise, like, why else would he have been getting that match, I guess? And then, if he's not going to fight Shane, and he still has that in his deal to have that match, then who would he fight? I guess is the question. Who else would be a big enough deal to have a singles match against Dolph for this year's WrestleMania? Because I honestly don't have an answer there. I mean, not that you couldn't put in, like, somebody like Rusev to get a good reaction, but also, like, why, I guess is the question. That was a quick match. That was a quick squash. Sorry, Ray. Batista retains. Batista retains that World Title. Now, is there going to be interference here? We see a post-match Edge, Miz, and Morrison beat down. Big B cutscene. Yep. Well fought, Ray. Well fought. Not really, but what are you gonna do?
You were the better man tonight, Batista. No doubt.
You put up one hell of a fight yourself, Ray. You got nothing to be ashamed of.
That's true. But tonight is your night. All this is for you. You earned this. Savor this moment, because this is what it's all about.
Confetti, please. Confetti, please.
Ray. Thanks.
Yeah, man, bring it in. Bring it in. There's the confetti.
What an incredible WrestleMania main event. These two gave it everything they had tonight.
But Batista proved unstoppable, Michael. That World Heavyweight Championship he's holding is well-deserved.
Thanks for joining us for WrestleMania, where the Animal Batista earned immortality on the grandest stage of them all.
What was the point of those voicemails if Miz and Edge weren't actually going to interfere in any way? We've unlocked the boss, and they said you had no chance. You know, most of the unlockables make sense. That one kind of just, hey, you unlocked Vince. Good job. Okay. Vince, not even on SmackDown, had no part in that story, but okay. you did it. Unless that unlockable is for completing all 6 of the different WrestleMania Road stories and whatnot. Anyway, we did it. Another game in the books here in the 5 p.m. video slot. People had been asking to rank my favorites there. I would say, honestly, I liked the Taker one just because it was so ridiculous. I thought it just kind of fed into, okay, this is pro wrestling, kind of just insanity. And that, man, in terms of worst, that John Cena one was just like, it was so Cena, and it was just, yeah, not great. Not great. Anyway, I guess that means tomorrow we got another wrestling game. That's a different wrestling game. So tune in for that nonsense. New week, new game. I'm Attack Slug, still here every day. Thanks for watching. More videos every day. See you then. See you next time, right here on this channel. Booyaka, booyaka. And I'm out.